Okay, final event of the night, and it's the tree felling competition, which features the top 5 point getters, and it's Madison Lacken. She's up first, and she lands the tree just 4 inches away from the soda can. Up next was Ralph Stang, who just misses the can, so Lacken remains in first in the event. Then it's Peter Schneider's turn. He comes close, but not as close as Lacken still holds first place. And then watch Casey Cleaver with a perfect cut as she hits the can perfectly dead square, and she takes over first place in the event. Great job there. Then it's Brody Weck with this effort in the final event of the evening, as we think it's over, but it's not. Madison Lacken was named the Jill champion, but Ralph Stang and Peter Schneider were tied for first. They go to a solo-off to determine a winner, and it's Peter Schneider winning the title to lay claim as the 2017 Woodsman of the Year. What a great night at the fair.
It's great. My 4th year doing the competition. My profession is an arborist. I have my own tree service. I do it every day. It just feels great to come here and do good.
Just talk about what's your mindset going in. They said, well, maybe you were the champ, but then you were tied with Ralph, and then you guys went to a solo-off, and you just barely beat him. Take us through what was going through your mind.
Well, in the last event we tied, and neither of us wanted it to end that way, So we did the saw-off, and I felt pretty good because I got first in the big saw, and it's always been good for me. So I was pretty confident, but Ralph's a good guy. He's won a bunch of times in the past, and it was close.
Hey, take us through today. You did very well. You placed in almost every event.
Yeah, I got 2 first, a second, and a third. Medium and big saw, I got first in both of those. Overhand chop, I got second, and 2-man saw, my partner Sean Norman, we got 3rd place. So.
And out of those, is there one favorite event that you have?
I love the saws. Have them every day, and it just feels great to come here, and it's second nature.
You're one of the younger guys here. You've been doing this for 4 years. What did you learn over the last 4 to get you over the top today?
Just really got to practice with the saws for those, and for everything else, you can't just come here and wing it, build up the endurance. It looks so easy, but when you're actually doing it, it wears you out pretty fast.
And talk about how this will motivate you to come back next year and defend your title.
Oh, 100%. There's no chance I won't be here.
Here, Ralph Stang. Ralph went to a solo-off. Came up a little short, but what a great competition tonight. Your thoughts?
It was a great competition. Great people tonight. A lot of tough competitors, and we had a lot of fun tonight.
What's going through your mind when you hear, oh, it's tied, and they weren't sure what they were going to do, and you and Peter, like men, said, let's find out, let's get a winner. Just take us through that thought.
Well, it was his choice. He got me on the tree felling, but we're still tied, and something, it was his pick, whatever he wanted to do, and he wanted to do a chainsaw competition, and it came out to be a good show. He got me, and best of luck to him.
And you've run this before. You're one of the best here at this event. What brings you back every year? Because you do so well here.
Bragging rights. That's all it is. I mean, I grew up in this arena since I was a little kid. I watch everybody go through it, and it's fun. What else am I going to do on a Saturday night?
And like I said, you've been around. This gets bigger and bigger every year. Why do you think that? You get older. The fans were here. It was really cool.
Well, a lot of people have been watching it since they were little kids in the stands and stuff, and now they're starting to get a chance to come out in the arena and start practicing and having fun. And they realize it's a great time, and a lot of bragging rights, and a lot of good times and good friends.
Is there any one event that you like, or series of events? Is it the saws, or what do you think you do the best at?
The best I'm at the saws. My favorite is a 2-man cross cut.
And that takes a lot of teamwork. As you said before, it looks a lot easier than it is.
Oh yeah, people think it's easy, but it's a lot of technique, a lot of push and upper body, and it's a great time, and I love it.
We're here with Brody Weck. Brody, you're in the top 5. Your thoughts on this competition, how you did tonight?
I believe I did pretty well. I mean, always like to do better, of course, but it's always just about having a good time, just coming out here with all your friends, just having a good time, and just doing what you do.
And a lot of competition tonight. The most competitors entered. Your thoughts on you being in that final 5, having a shot to win it?
I think it was awesome. I'm always glad and stoked to be like top 5 in anything, or top in any of the rounds, anything like that. So I'm just really happy to do it, all of it.
Is there any event or different events that you feel that you excel in that gives you that opportunity to be in that final 5 group?
I wouldn't wouldn't truly say I excel in any of the events. I just enjoy doing them, and then preferably I like the underhand chop because it's a different experience, something new. And then of course the crowd favorite, the axe throw, is always fun.
And now you've been coming here for several years. What have you learned over the years that's helped you get better and better?
Well, really anything I've learned came from Mike Lacken and then Butchie Atchison. They really taught me everything. So anything that I've done here is really credited to them.
And what would you take from tonight that maybe help you next year?
Work on my hands for the saws, and then touch up a couple other small stuff, mostly splitting too. But between those two, probably touch up a couple things.
Madison Lacken, you just won the Jill competition here tonight. Your thoughts?
I think it's amazing. I've been watching my parents do it like my whole life, so to finally be here in their shoes is really a cool feeling.
How much of the inspiration is watching your mom, Marty? She goes out there every year. Years ago, there might be only 3 women, and she always won. And now, there's a whole bunch. Just talk about how she's kind of blazed the trail.
Oh, she absolutely has. My mom is amazing. She's definitely my role model, and just watching her doing it made me want to do it. So I have to thank her for that.
And just talk about getting into the Final 5 and then able to win it all.
It was amazing. I didn't think I'd have to cut down that big tree, so there's a first time for everything, and it was a really good feeling to end the night like that.